the temple of Anu, members of the temple of Anu, could visit an African village. And I always refer to a village because of the fact that the village has not been polluted yet.
Okay.
If you go into cities, you're probably going to meet the wrong people, and you're not going to accomplish anything. And sit down and study the traditions so that we can give it explanatory power. Would that help us?
Yes, it always helps, but I believe that's what we're, even without visiting yet, I believe that's what we're doing. If we were just speaking about that before we came in here, like the African Americans' contribution is to explain the tradition.
Okay.
Because as you said, the elders and the people from the tradition themselves are not articulating, and so it's our job, because we know the language of the enemy.
Right.
We know the pathology that the enemy has passed on to us, so we could navigate this language properly to express our sentiments about what our tradition is and what it isn't. Actually, some of the more profound books that's cutting edge, that's brought people back to the African tradition, were made by Africans in America. Like you have the book Medu Neter, you have Yorugu, all of the scholars of African American descent that stay in contact with the elders from the continent. So it's already been being done. But it would, naturally it would further help us enrich what it is that the African tradition is. But we also, when we come over, we would share how we do things over here also. So it'll be remember I said Semitawi, the unification of the two lands. That is the goal. Okay. No person can be an island on their own. Both need each other if the whole tradition is going to survive.
Okay. Now, can you give us a closing prayer while we watch the footage of the communion of the Temple of Anu in Newark, New Jersey?
Okay. I'll do a closing prayer, which is the same as the opening prayer, because it's always relevant. You could open things with it, you could close things with it, you could say it in times of crises, and we end, or we could start by saying, Amasuin panetir, Sawek suamentin panetir, Au duauma keti paheru. Give yourself to God daily, keep yourself for God daily, and may tomorrow be as today.
What am I doing? I had to check myself. It is about dressing up. Is this about to say, yeah, Jersey has a Kemetic organization also. I had to go back to the basics. What is being Kemetic about? Belief in Neter, belief in the Neteru, belief in our ancestors, embracing the 42 Tepra in Ma'at and the 10 virtues of initiates and the 7 principles of alchemy. So I turned the belief in Neter, the belief in the Neteru, the belief in the 42 into the love of Neter, the love of the Neteru, the love of my ancestors. And then everything changes. We said, forget them. We're not going nowhere. If they don't know how to respect us, then we're not going to allow ourselves to be disrespected. We don't care if it's only 5 people going to come. We still going to do it like we're going to do it for our heart. We ain't doing it for the people no more. We're doing it for Neter. And after that, now all of a sudden we get the calls from this radio station, that radio station, this cable TV show, this other cable TV show. Every other day, we're getting 6 new, every day, not even every other day. Every day, we're getting at least 6 new subscribers to our YouTube page. And we're not necessarily doing anything more than what we were doing before. It was just a check on the ego, and we decide how long we're going to go through calcination, not no higher beings, not even the ancestors. Because you were given the text, you were given the scriptures, you were given the prayers, the meditation, so it was supposed to be your own self-check mechanism. Understand, you got out of high school and you said, I want a boyfriend, I want a girlfriend. You got a boyfriend and a girlfriend, you moved on. So when you was here, you was wanting to be there. So you went from here and you got you're like, oh, now I want an apartment. And that was there, now you move here. So here was once there before. So it's telling you that it's inevitable that you're going to progress through life and you're going to eventually get what you want, long as you tame your ego. It's going to be your ego that's going to determine the time. Here's a few signs of impending calcination. Pay attention to your dreams, especially dreams that have to do with being in the desert. Anything that has to do with heat or being burned up or consumed alive. Pay attention to dreams that has something to do with being devoured or eaten alive by your parent. Parent? Yes, your parent. Pay attention to closed doors, and you're not physical closed doors, meaning your doors of opportunity being closed. No opportunities. Does it appear that you're always getting the short end of the stick? Or are you always finding yourself in embarrassing situations? Marginal success, even when planned well? Be careful of thinking that you're above the agreed upon order. When you claim that spirit is guiding you and your spirit contradicts the established order of things. In the Kemetic legacy, we all known to be master fasters, right? Every time you turn around, somebody fasting about something, right? It's almost synonymous with being, are you fasting? And I remember one student was saying, Spirit told him he ain't have to fast. That's a sign of calcination. Just because it was difficult, it was hard for him. He's like, why do you got to do this? He was questioning. I broke down the science of it. He's like, my spirit told me I ain't got to do that. So everybody been doing it since Imhotep, and Imhotep is down there, God in the flesh, and you don't say, Spirit told you ain't have to do it. Calcination. And where does calcination come from? It's all brought upon yourself. This is an interesting picture. It's the resolution of karma. Like you knock down the domino effect. So you might not remember this, but it ain't gonna stop all that from coming back to you. So in conclusion, calcination. So what do you do when you accept calcination to get past calcination? So you have to take inventory in your life. Inventory of all the good as well as the inventory of all the bad. We have to learn to reinvestigate the good, because good could become so common that we don't see it anymore. It almost appears non-existent. I'll say some of y'all are so bored with good that you invoke bad in your life just to get some excitement going. There's no time where you're on top of your game and when bad stuff is happening to you. You get goodness lulls you to sleep, so you need your proper measure of bad stuff in your life. You need your proper measure of evil happening to you to keep you on your toes. Because when you're not on your toes, it precipitates calcination. So take inventory of the good people in your life, that they're the resources. You have a good mate, they're supportive. You got a temple, I gave y'all the compliment that we got some of the smartest people in the tri-state area in the temple. So those are all resources. And these resources are there to help you investigate what's not right in your life. So investigate to endeavor to become that which you were looking for. That's what happened with me in the legacy. When I got into the legacy, I was looking for elders that was expounding on the wisdom of the tradition. I didn't find that. I was expecting to practice the tradition. I didn't find that, so I became it. So I became that which I was looking for. Now I get that respect that I was supposed to have been looking for. When it wasn't important to me anymore, I got it. Because I served Netter, and through service of Netter, you automatically get that respect. You don't do things with motives. Some people can't see beyond their present circumstance. They decide, I'm not going to be nice anymore because 5 people treated me bad. So the rest of the hundreds of people I'm going to meet for the rest of my life, they're going to get it because of these 5 people. What are your motives? Because somebody told you that good things happen to good people, but that's a motive, that's ego. So if I do good, then somebody's going to do some good for me and I'm going to get something out of it. Instead of good being a result of who you naturally are as a result of your spiritual practice. So in overcoming calcination, this is what the person should look like. They should have peace of mind and not moved by material things. There's nothing wrong with material things. You can have material things, but you're not moved and motivated by material things. You no longer let material things define who you are as a person. There's no hustle. There's no hard sell. Just humility and willingness to do their part in assisting not just self, but others achieve their objectives. The Khalsan person radiates safety and sincere honesty about one's potential as well as their limitations. There's no manipulation coming from a person who is Khalsan. And they have a certain pragmaticism about them and a certain practicality about them because they've been humbled. They've been brought through the fire. They're purified of the ego. And now they're open to allow Neter to help. So in closing, I'll say, go with God and come to the legacy and exalt your family name, exalt your lineage, give glory to the Creator. So let us stand up. Stand with the left foot forward, hands in a 90 degrees angle. We all are going to say shimmy and matep. Shimmy and matep. Brothers right over left, sisters left over right. Open. Give energy around the room. Slide your left foot back to your right foot in the form of a pyramid with your heels. Bring the energy inside your body. On the count of 3, you're going to stomp out with your right foot. 1, 2, 3. Dua Neter.
Ayinibisah, my beloved black people. I am inviting everybody to come out and check out the Temple of Anu, where you learn about your Kemetic legacy. You learn about how to heal yourself. And I implore each and every one of you to check out our website at templeofanu.org, where you can learn our history, where you can learn how to heal, where you can learn how to love one another. This is a mission. This is a mission. This is a positive mission. We are located in northern New Jersey. And when you see this, and when you see what's going on here, and you understand that these people are having balance with one another, and they're loving one another, and they're coming here to basically obtain and put back the standard of our Kemetic legacy, I invite all of you to come out and to worship with this, to pray with this, to learn with this, to gather with this, to congregate with one another. So with that being stated, please come out and check us out. You can look at our information on www.templeofanu.org. Dua Neter. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Naswt, and I'm with the Temple of Anu. We're here today in Newark, New Jersey, and I have a list of products over here that I've made. The products, I hand make everything. Most of the products are organic ingredients, and I've developed a new line. It's called Naturally Black. Here's an example of one of my products here. This is the Sun Queen shampoo, and everything is designed using products, plants that are grown on the African continent, and everything is designed with research about what enhances melanin. So the products contain things like mango, like nettle, and almost everything is organic. All of the products are made by me, and they're made in a sound chamber with Tibetan bowls playing so that all of the music, all of the bowls bless the energy of the things that I'm creating. Everything is made with copper, tyrosine, and other ingredients to help enhance melanin and to make us stronger as black people. I believe that all the products that we use, I believe everything that's in our lives, from the furniture we use, the products we use, the clothing we wear, and the things we think, should all be to enhance our African culture. And so I've created a product line specifically for that. Thank you very much. You can find our products at www.bluelotusoasis.com, or you can reach me at 732-801-0179. I have products available. I also do vegan catering. I have yoga classes, and I have a host of other products and things that are available online. Thank you.